We're here. I am in the middle of young hunters. I had a horrible migraine all morning that all of a sudden cleared up like an hour ago. So I said, what a perfect time to stream. I love a day that I get better instead of worse. I got some stuff done around the house, charged my devices. It's all coming together. Took care of my pets. I don't know if I said that already. Ugh, I'm checking on all my pets. I'm gonna let the game like sit for a minute. I always find it runs better when I do that. I hate my mealworm beetles. Their greed sickens me, and I keep feeding them and they do nothing for me. I just I feed them on the promise that they will make more mealworms and save me money eventually, but I actually don't know if it's worth it because they behave in a way that is so unbecoming. It drives me insane. They are so loud. They knock into the glass of their enclosure at night and wake me up, and they pick each other up and carry each other around when I don't feed them enough, and it freaks me out. Hey, y'all. That's where I'm at. That is where I'm at, is I am still really fixated on my bugs. It is currently, what is the weather here in sunny Illinois? Oh, it's a wonderful, crisp -1 outside. So I am inside today. I'm one of those people where I like to leave the house every day, but today is we're not doing that today. Okay, let me catch myself back up, even though I played this 4 days ago. All right, everybody has leg injuries, including me, except the baby. I don't think the baby can get injured for what it's worth. I think he would just die. So there's that. Everybody's fed. That's exciting. We have one guy left, and here we are. So what was I doing? I guess I need to run back up north, refresh the territory, do some hunting, keep everybody alive. Us and our broken legs. Oh man. It was some rough gameplay the last couple times, but we're so back. And I hear my mealworm beetles slamming into each other behind me. Oh my God, they freak me out so bad. I didn't think all of them were gonna pupate. I didn't think all the pupa were gonna make it to adults. Now I just think I have too many. This is the stress of being child free is instead you get to freak out about bugs. My roaches I think are fine. I think I need to give them water today, but I saw mold in their house, so maybe I don't. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of these creatures. The scorpion's fine. The scorpion, she's a scorpion. She eats the roaches and makes them less of a problem for me. So she is really good at that. And she was actually used as an educational tool. I think I've mentioned my friend is a teacher at an elementary school, so we planned a whole like day around it, a whole scorpion day. We showed pictures of her to the class. We discussed how scorpions are blacklight reactive. We discussed other items that are blacklight reactive, such as fingernails, teeth, some spices, Tide Pods, and money. And then all the kids did a coloring activity. They had little scorpion coloring sheets and they colored in scorpions with highlighters. And then we put the highlighted scorpions under the black light that I brought in. And you would believe that I was showing these kids like I don't even know, like a genuine magical thing. Like oh my God, it was like I don't even know. It was so fun. So my scorpion's great. She's my perfect child, and everybody else is terrible. All my beetles are fine. I forget that they're there sometimes because they're very low maintenance. My blue death fainters, they're good. But yeah, been a long few days. Didn't get sick from volunteering at my friend's class this time. So How are y'all doing on this nice, ice cold, horrible Friday? Where am I going? Okay, I need to go more north. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of American education is not memorable, and I say that having been through it and it wasn't memorable, but I remembered the days that we did stuff like that. So that was why we planned a Scorpion Day, was like, this will be something that they actually remember. Like they'll remember that scorpions are black light reactive, and they'll remember that Tide Pods are, and money, and all this different stuff. Like I remember having activity days like that when I was little. So it just seemed like a good fit. And it, you know, my scorpion doesn't like having pictures taken of her, but I had enough that I could make it work. See, hybrid, this is where we differ because I love a nice, foggy, rainy, cool, nasty day. I really enjoy that weather, but it is not for everybody. Are there actually elk up here, or are there elk trails? Like I wish it rained every day here, but unfortunately, right now is the snowy, it's not even snowy out is the sad part. There's no snow. If there was snow, I would feel less bad about it being completely frozen over, but it's just like there's no snow and it's so cold that we got a weather advisory to not leave the house except for necessary travel. So everybody I know, like school was canceled across the whole city. My family's all working from home. I work from home anyways, but ugh, it's nasty. No, see, hybrid, I love like my favorite season is spring when we have just the couple months of daily rain. Well, not always daily, but like every few days. It's rainy and it's muddy and I don't know, I like that. Hello? Elk are so loud. They must be right up here with all the smell. And we can go see if we can get one. I worry for everybody with their broken limbs. But we only have one little food bit on the map, so it's all right. We'll chase him for a bit. We'll see. Hello? No, you're all doing a pack rally with me. Come on. I've been told before, Hybrid, that I would do well in the Pacific Northwest. I've never actually been there. It's far away enough that it is out of the way for me. Um, but everyone tells me I should consider moving to the Pacific Northwest. I like it here. I'd like to stay, but I definitely need to travel there and see if I enjoy the endless rain. I'm gonna bark at these guys. There we go. Okay. Please go west. Thank you. Okay, squad. Everybody has broken legs, but we can do this. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. Does she like it? Who's her favorite? I want to know. I want to know everything. Me and my friends just got together last night to watch the episode 3 premiere of season 2. I'm so glad that it's genuinely accurate. I think I said this on last stream, but my friend who's a labor and delivery nurse said that the only stuff that wasn't accurate was the labor and delivery related things, but otherwise it was pretty perfectly accurate to an emergency room. She just said like no way an ER doctor would deliver a baby. Because that does happen in one episode. She was like they would put that woman in the elevator and wish her a good evening. Please stop hitting my son. Please don't hit me. Now my son has low health. That's unfortunate. We'll take this guy out. Ow. And go ahead and I don't know who my friend's favorite character is. I don't even know who my favorite character is. I was told that I remind my friends of Dr. Robbie a little bit, which kind of freaks me out. But I do also understand him like that, like frequently my role in the workplace is breaking up arguments and yelling at everybody. Um, he's like I don't know that he's my favorite. I don't always agree with him, but I think there are many times that I feel solidarity with him. My friends really like Trinity Santos. I am Trinity neutral, to be honest. Um, I am Trinity neutral. I like I like Dr. McKay. I really like Dr. McKay. I also really like Dr. Whitaker because they're sweeties, you know? They're sweeties and they're good at what they do. And that's the balance that you want as a doctor. Oh, oh, this is just there's wolves? Oh, oh, hi guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna start biting you. This might be where we all die. We're gonna see what happens. Because now there's coyotes and also wolves. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna live. I'm just gonna focus on this one dog. Oh, Angie got me, but Cedar got you. Okay. Oh, I'm limping. Okay. Oh, and they're fighting the coyotes. That's a little funny. They're getting scared off so fast right now. I just have to keep an eye on the boy. So much snarling, so much yelling. Leave my son alone. That effect's getting a little too big for my comfort level here. Get over here. You're marked for death. Leave my boy alone. Did you just did you just come back to get over here? Do not. Oh shoot. Oh man. Okay, where is he? Hey, stop. Hey, stop. Oh, they all ran. Okay, we're good. All right, back to bed. Little snack. There we go. It's all coming together. Oh, poor Mahogany with her leg. Well, at least we're all rested. All right. Hello? It's weird the name tag showed up wrong. Hang on. I he had a collar on. I thought they'd nabbed him. No, he just has a he has a marking there. Now why are we yelling? Oh, there's a coyote. Okay, whatever. Um, wow. Nice low effort day for everybody. Everybody in the pack, finally. How are we doing? Oh, he okay. So he literally just needs experience and a little time to eat. That's fine. This is like admittedly a part of the game where I will literally just sleep and eat and not do much else. All right, everybody, nap time again. Ooh, we're gonna have a season change. Very nice. I'll check my phone for work texts. I am so tired. Ooh, good. My coworker was passive aggressive to the client who was being mean. I'm always in favor of everyone standing up for themselves. Did y'all eat all of this? Is it gone now? No, there's a little left. Okay. I feel like the gore setting turned itself back up. The settings in this game have a really funny way of doing that. Um, where is it? I have to like click between it sometimes to get it to stay. Oh no, that is the low gore. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. How does she feel hybrid about like the format of the show being real time rather than, you know, episodic across a period of time? I really personally like it. I am having a lot of fun with the chaos that happens. Okay. We'll go up get this corner while we're here. I need to find another show to fill the void now that I guess I could keep watching House. Oh, that's good. Yeah. No, I mean like the format's just very chaotic. Like in a way that I find fun, but I don't tend to watch shows that are real time like that. But it's like stresses me out because I just think to myself, "Oh my God, this is actually somebody's workday." You know, this is based on real work days that happen in ERs and yeesh. I thought my job was stressful. Oh my Lord. I feel like going back to watching House after watching The Pit is going to feel so strange. Because like I love that guy, but I don't think he's as good of a doctor as Dr. Robbie. Oh my gosh, hybrid, that sounds stressful. I can't remember, have you shared what like part like what I guess what specialty your girlfriend's in medicine, or you don't have to. I'm just curious. I have many friends in the medical field. I also for a while like kept managing to date people who worked in the medical field, but that's as close. And I also have many medical problems, so that's about as close as I get to it. But I'm always like curious about people's experiences. Doctors always think that I work in medicine, and it's like, no, no, I'm sorry. I just read a lot, and there's a lot wrong with me. Every time I'm asked that at a new doctor, I'm like, no, I'm just a frequent flyer, man. Like, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That she does anesthesia. Oh yeah, so she's in the pit. She's in her own version of the pit. Anesthesiologists are interesting. They are either the nicest person you've ever met in your entire life or the strangest. Sometimes both, I guess. There's overlap, but it's always funny just to see what kinds of personalities get into what kinds of medicine. And I feel like anesthesiologists tend to be less sociable, which I think makes sense with picking a job where your job is, having people be asleep the whole time. Like I can see being drawn to that kind of medicine if you want less patient interaction. That seems like a pretty solid deal. A really good friend of mine, he originally wanted to be an anesthesiologist, and then he learned that he passes out when he watches surgeries. So he is now going to be an internal medicine specialist. Oh, yeah, no, the anesthesiologists actually arguably have the most important job in an OR, and I will stand on that because there is nothing better than not remembering. How much health do you have? Come here. Oh, it's not so bad. My entire family on my dad's side are rapid metabolizers of anesthesia, and we are frequently chastised by anesthesiologists because of it. My poor dad, he had to have shoulder and knee surgery in the same year, a couple years back at this point. And he has had many surgeries in his life. He broke his ankle once, he's had some plastic surgery. So he's been put under plenty of times, and he always has a reaction to the anesthesia. But, he's a big, strong man, so he never remembers, right? Air quotes, he never remembers. But it's because he's embarrassed. And then he always would blame it on the doctor. Oh, they gave me too much. They gave me too little, whatever. But like my dad has a really severe reaction to the anesthesia because they have to give him so much. Because again, my whole family on that side are rapid metabolizers. So he had shoulder surgery a couple years back in a surgery center, and I was his ride. And knowing that my dad throws up, that's a severe reaction. Like that happens to a lot of people, right? But knowing that he tends to do that, I made him take his car. We went in his car, not in my car, because I said, no, we're not doing this, man. So I am at this center. They said, oh, his surgery is going to take like, whatever it was, like a couple hours. We should have him home with you in like 4 hours. Hour six rolls around, and the nurse is like, so he's been in the recovery room for like 2 hours, and I've been sitting. I brought my laptop. I'm doing work in the surgery center, and the nurse comes out and she's like white as a sheet, and she looks at me and she goes, "We have to take your dad to the hospital." And I said, "Excuse me?" Oh, we're not messing with this bear right now. Goodbye. I said, "Excuse me?" I'm freaking out. My dad's in his late 60s. He's not in the greatest health. I'm like, what did you do to my dad? And I'm like, what's going on? Why do you have to call an ambulance for my dad? Because again, this is a surgery center. This is not at a hospital. This woman's like, he won't stop throwing up and he won't move. And I'm like, and in this crowded surgery center waiting room, I just start screaming. I am like, he always fucking does this. He always does this. He lies. He lies. If he told you he had no reaction, he was lying to you. I can't take it anymore. Tell him to pack up, get it together, and get in the car. I was so, I was so incredibly angry because I knew about my dad's adverse reaction somehow, you know, and he just didn't he failed to tell anybody because this was like a new doctor, a new like medical group from his old one. And I go back into the room to get him, because I'm like no, because they're like, oh, it's like standard procedure to take him to the hospital if he won't stop throwing up. I said no, he's getting in his car and he's going to go throw up at home. I was so done. And I know this sounds really harsh, but like he pulls things like this a lot. And he did this to my mom many times while they were married, the same exact thing. And so I go back into the room to get him, and he's like, they messed me up, man. They gave me too much. They gave me too much. And I'm like, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. This is what you do, remember? This is what you do every time you are put under. Can you set that down, please, young man? I swear. I don't even, sure. I'll take a bite. Why not? All right, let's go and get these guys. So that time, we finally, and he's just like, they messed me up. They gave me way too much, bro. And I'm like, Dad, get in the car. Get in the car. He is like, they literally gave him every single anti-nausea medication, and he was still nauseous. And I bring him back to his house. I park him in his chair, and I am like, stay here. I'm going to the pharmacy. I go and I pick up all of his meds. I get back and he's like okay-ish, And so about 6 months later, he needed knee surgery. Again, really, the first surgery was like worse. It was a rotator cuff thing. The second one was just a meniscus repair in his knee. It was like a 30-minute. If I think he was only under for 15 minutes for that one. Um, so same thing. We go to a different surgery center, but still a surgery center. We go to a surgery center, and my dad's like, all right, you can wait in the waiting room. And I said, no, I won't. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. I will be coming in. And I go into his prep room with him, and the doctor comes in, and I'm like, hi, I'm his daughter. Did you know that he has a reaction to anesthesia? And the doctor's like, talk about it, talk about it with the anesthesiologist. The nurse comes in. I'm like, hi, I'm his daughter. Do you know that he has a reaction to anesthesia? She's like, talk about it with the anesthesiologist. And I'm just waiting because I am not. And my dad's like, you can go back in the waiting room. You can go back. And I said, no, I will not. Not until I speak to the man I need to speak to. And so the anesthesiologist comes in. Before I can even open my mouth, the anesthesiologist says, so I hear you have a reaction to anesthesia because the last person who put my dad under for the shoulder thing finally put it in his chart. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yes, he does. Yes, he does. And my dad's like, that's never happened before. It was crazy. And I turned to my father in front of this anesthesiologist and I said, that's not true. You are lying. Mom told me the truth. And he's like, oh, I had no idea. Crazy. So, anyways, this doctor put it's called a scopolamine patch. He put it on my dad's ear before putting him under, and he gave him a different kind of anesthesia that is less nausea inducing. It's the kind that they put me under with because I have told every doctor that I have a reaction to anesthesia because my dad does. And what do you know? My dad woke up and he said, that was so easy. I feel fine. I've never woken up from surgery feeling like this. And I said, oh, so you remember? Oh, so you do remember that you have a reaction. But oh my gosh, it was anyways, that's the long story short here is I'm really happy that your girlfriend's doing this work, and I appreciate her greatly because she's the person who uh keeps it together. Hey, leave my son alone. Leave him alone. Hang on, I'm gonna go after this guy. I think I can take him out. How's he doing on health? How is the little guy? Hey, let him go. Let my baby go. Hey, young man. Excuse me, young man. Yeah, I'm just gonna okay, go to safety. There you go. Thank you. Oh, where are you? No, where are you? Where'd you go? There you. Oh, no. I swear, sometimes it's so hard to find who I am looking for. If I can just take this one guy out, they will all leave. Oh, and for what's worth, like my dad doesn't eat before procedures, hybrid. Like this, he will literally like he will follow all the instructions, and he still gets violently sick because again, he needs to have more anesthesia because he metabolizes it too quickly, and also he doesn't tell them that he gets nauseous, so they don't prepare for him to be nauseous. It drives me nuts. Ugh. And I literally, like, at this knee surgery too, I was asking, I was like, can you please make sure it's noted in his file that he needs this protocol? Please. And the anesthesiologist, like, in the hallway, he's like, hey, just so you know, I've literally written it everywhere. Like, you're good. You will never have to deal with it again. And I was like, thank you. I owe you my life. Nope, get back here. Get back here. You're coming with me, brother. The thing about me, hybrid, is I will always win in the end. I will bide my time for as long as it takes. I, because again, he was like, "Oh, you don't have to come in with me. You don't have to come into the prep room with me. I'm gonna be fine." And I was like, "No, I need to speak to every person in there about you and your problems. We're never doing it again, man." But I was very lucky because that anesthesiologist was like, like a big, strong, full of himself man. So, um, my dad actually listened to him. No, get over here. It's over for you. There are too many of you. You keep coming and biting my child, and something has to give, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Where's my son? There he is. The rest of y'all can deal. I'm done. Now, Cedar's low on health. How is everybody doing? Not the greatest. Not the greatest. All right, while I run in one direction, it's time to check all my work messages and see who's freaking out. Oh boy, everybody's freaking out. Okay. All my meetings got canceled today, so I said, you know what? I am going to take it really easy, and I'm going. 'Going. 'To. 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 'Going not really respond to stuff as much because nobody wants to meet with me. And so far, oh, oh my gosh, I am happy for you, hybrid. I had to kick a bunch of my work to tomorrow because nobody was doing what I needed them to do my part. So I said, okay, you can all get my work tomorrow. I am going to put on sweatpants and do nothing today. And so far, it has done me well. Oh, there's bears. Oh, there's bears. No, 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 no. We're not dealing with the bears. But I'm really glad. I'm glad that you two are free from crunch. I literally, like, all of my other clients have been super low maintenance. It is this one who is driving me up a wall. And it's not even stuff that he does to me. It's the way that he treats my team that really, really sends me. So I like drafted a passive aggressive message for my coworker and I was like, send this in the chat and I will back you up, my friend. So, because basically there was somebody else who was supposed to be doing some of the work and she's just been delegating it all to one guy who was supposed to be doing like the other half of the work. So he's been doing 100% of it and she gets to look good because she's ordering people around. And so I said to him, I was like, you need to tell her, man. You need to tell her, like you need to tell her in the staff chat, hey, I thought you were going to be doing this. If that's not the case anymore, please let me know so that I can change my schedule and permissions and stuff accordingly. And when I tell you she backpedaled instantly, my poor coworker, I sent him money the other day, like to, because he was just like freaking out to me. He was like, I can't take this anymore. And I sent him $20 and I was like, please go buy a drink, a meal, a snack, a video game that you want. I'm so sorry. Like, I love you. I'm so sorry. Because I refuse to let my coworkers burn out. It's not happening on my watch. I have, as much as I complain, I do have a really high tolerance. Like, I will complain about it, but it will not deter me. However, I know not everybody is the same way, and they shouldn't be. It's not good that I can just take it over and over and over. Like, but I can put up with a lot, and I respect people who have higher standards, and I want them to stay in my field because I don't know, it makes me sad when somebody like is doing the job that they want to do and they have to leave it because of external factors not related to the actual work that they're doing. That always really upsets me. I know that's kind of vague. But it's like when somebody has to leave a workplace because it's toxic and not because they don't like the work. Okay, I think it's time for everybody to take a nap. It's a pretty open place to take a nap. I don't think anything's gonna happen out here. But, we'll see. But yeah, since nobody got in what I needed them to get in, I don't have to work today. I'm not busy. Oh, there we go. Mahogany's all better. That's good. And it's snowing. See, if it looked like this outside, I'd be happy. Thank you, Hybrid. I too hope that it stays calm for everybody's sake, because, oh my God, we We deserve a break. All of us deserve a break. The dead of winter really has like a way of just making everybody lose their minds. I'm also forcing myself to be calm. I have to wait until like end of February to resume my home search. And oh, there is no water. Um, just because of like finances and all that fun stuff. So I'm like, okay, I just need to sit. I need to not spend money. I need to sit and do nothing. But sitting and doing nothing is driving me nuts. I struggle with calm periods, but I'm gonna manage. It does mean I have time to stream, which is nice. I also need to update my stream schedule because my work stuff keeps getting shifted around. And I just lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh, hybrid. When when the US is less openly hostile to people who are not from here, you really should come to Midwest Fur Fest. It is in the dead of winter. It will be snowy. It will be freezing cold. You can witness it. I've also been working on some art. I'm really annoyed. I made some art yesterday, like I did the lines for it and I really liked it. And then I went back and fixed some of the lines, but I couldn't get the same line weight again. And then I just like now like it's obvious where I started and stopped with my lines. And I'm like, what if I just started over? And I know I could just trace over the old lines with the new line weight and fix it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm my own biggest critic and I need to chill. I feel like I'm always complaining about my art ability and it's like fine. It's fine. All right, where are we at with little dude? Oh, we're close. Okay. Still need to hunt more, but don't we all? Okay, those were pronghorns. You know what, hybrid? I will post my art however it comes out today. I will do that. And if you want to post your art, be my guest. Ooh, skull. Oh, antler. All right, we'll go antler hunting. There you are. Yoink. It's a big antler. My goodness. Okay. I guess we have to go south, go around the bottom. I just really need to work on rendering. Like, rendering is still one of those things that kind of eludes me. I've done it a couple times and it always looks good. I thought it was going to be a much more intensive process than I thought because I don't really like shading very much yet. I need to figure that out too. I just don't have like good enough of a grasp on anatomy to do cell shading and I don't like how traditional shading looks. Oh, it's all good, hybrid. Take your time. You don't owe me anything. I'm just saying if you do want to share your art, please feel free. I also really been getting the writing itch again lately, which is strange. I have not been into writing for many years, but it might be time. It might just be time for me to crack open writing again. Because I have like a couple narratives that have swirled around in my head for so long that like I think I've kind of lost the plot, literally lost the plot with them. So I'll get there though. I will figure it out. Oh, the snow is deep. Oh no, I am sliding. I did. I used to write all the time, hybrid. I was like an AO3 person. I was writing fan fiction. Just realized I forgot to set my laptop up all the way. I wrote a lot of fan fiction. I wrote a lot of personal fiction, but I never finished anything, you know? Like I never finished multi-chapter stuff. And it was a lot of it was just untreated ADHD. I would lose focus and I would lose interest or I'd forget a lot of details as I was writing and just not like, and I wouldn't properly prepare to write something. So I wouldn't have like an outline. I wouldn't have a sheet where I'm like tracking, different motivations or anything. And I need that, with my ADHD, like I need to be very organized in how I create anything. And like I have to create checklists to do the laundry. And that is something that I have been doing my whole life almost. I've been doing laundry since I was 10 or so, but I still need to sit down and be like, okay, I need to put it in the washer. I need to put it in the dryer. I need to, just to like have something to check off. And I haven't done that with narratives. Like, oh, we need to get to this narrative beat and this one. I would just kind of see where the writing took me, but it never took me anywhere because I wasn't prepared. It was just interesting. It was bizarre. I don't know. My writing process was always really disjointed. I'm now appreciating the map. I don't know what's going on here with these territories. Mine's normal. I mean, mine looks good. I don't know what everybody else is up to. Because, okay. I think over there, I forget which one's over there, but I don't think I have that DLC. Okay. Yeah, I have a couple like novels that I wanted to write, and then I just like I don't think I'm a novel writer. I just don't. Again, I tried many times to write them in different ways. I think I just need to make something new instead of Wolfcark. Who died? There was something going on over here. And I think I mentioned this on last stream, I really want to make like a little comic about Jasper and about all of their lore. So I think that will be what I take on next when I have time to sit down and draw and all those fun things. I mean, I just need to get better at like capturing how their face looks in my drawings. I struggle to do it. Like I actually really struggle to draw their face, just the shape of it. I realized I was trying to do way too much with my style. No, exactly, hybrid. And that's the thing is like I also really struggle with world building and I was trying to write like sci-fi and fantasy, so I had to do a lot of world building. And I wasn't writing from personal experience. I was having to look stuff up all the time. And I understand now that I need to start closer to home than writing about locations I've never been to, having to make up concepts and all that stuff. I just need to start with a little more grounded of a setting that, again, is like closer to my own experiences. Places I have been, places I have lived, jobs I have performed, and then kind of fan out from there. Because I'm a good writer. I can write well. My syntax is good. My dialogue is good. But I always excelled more with like fan fiction because I didn't have to world build. I knew the material well, and I never put two and two together that I should be doing that in my personal writing, you know. So I'm also just not a great reader, so I don't always know how to structure stories the best. Again, that's like an ADHD thing. I just really struggle to read. I've been reading the same book for 6 months. I pick it up, I read 40 pages in one go, it's awesome, and then I don't pick it up for weeks because I just forget that I'm reading a book. Sometimes I get in the habit of reading every day, but then I lose it. I'm really trying to like rebuild the skill because I didn't read after, honestly, like once I started having to do reading for school, I stopped reading for fun. And I mean, that was in middle school. So, or no, middle school I still read. Maybe high school is when I stopped really getting into books on my own. And so I'm trying to bring that back because I mean, all of high school, all of college, I just had no interest in reading. I just couldn't do it. I had to do it for school. So I was like, well, this is my reading. And then it took all the fun out of it. You know, it just became a chore of like, okay, like, what do I have to read? What do I have to do today? And I hate thinking about hobbies like that, but oh, I can't climb this. Okay. How do I get up here? Maybe if I go this way, do a little sideways run. There we go. Hi. Where is my scent post? Why did I put it all the way up here? But yeah, I need to finish reading this book. I'm reading Pet Cemetery. It's really quite haunting. I like it. I think a third of the way through. It's taken me months to get here. I am having fun. It's just such a bad reader. But I did have today on my I literally made a rot day checklist because on days that I like wear sweatpants all day and barely work, I call them rot days because, you know, sometimes you just have to rot for a day. That's always been my philosophy with my depression is like, all right, if it's threatening to ruin my month, I can give it one day. And then when the day is over, I return to function. And that's always worked for me. So I had three things. I need to draw, which I did. I need to read, which I have not yet done, but I usually do that in the evenings anyways. And I need to put together, I had a binder. I wanted to put all of my car maintenance documents in a binder together for my car. So those are my three things. I have done one of them. It is 4:45 p.m., but I'll get there when I get there. I just kind of took the morning to like relax and decompress and deal with all this work drama in a way that I was separated from. The update is my coworker appears to be walking off this particular project, but he's not quitting the whole job. So that's, that's something. I just ran past my send post as I was reading his texts. Uh, no texting while driving, I guess. But yeah, it is a classic. I very much like horror as a genre, so I'm enjoying it. So snowy, so sad and cold for these dogs. We'll speed up. Let's see. I know I can't run very fast with my broken leg. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, actually, I really like the visuals in this game. That's why it's fun. It's almost like I mean, it is a very cozy, very casual game, but uh, it just looks really nice, even on these lower graphic settings. I don't know if I said this last stream either. I keep forgetting things that I have done or said in general because I think I am hitting burnout, much like my coworker. I can't afford to take a break. But I really want to like get Minecraft going again. I haven't played it in so long. They've added so much to the game. I just like I really want to play Minecraft, and I've been playing Minecraft since I was very little. It was like the first video game I really got into, but I don't know any of the mechanics anymore. They've added so many thingies. It'd be like playing a brand new game, but I really want to get like a nice graphics mod for it and, have a nice cozy Minecraft adventure. Honestly, hybrid snow is really nice. It's just like after a while it gets old, where it's like, oh great, it's snowing again. It's freezing cold again. Yay. Like I enjoy the snow for about a month. The issue is I live somewhere where it snows up to 3 months out of the year. Because I really like to be outside. Not even like I'm not like big on hiking or anything. I'm not a big outdoorsy person. I just like being out in the Is that bird frozen? No, he's just standing there. Okay. I thought it was in the flight motion, just stuck to the ground. Um, but like I can't really, like I can't even go walk around downtown because it's too cold. Like today there's a extreme cold advisory. But and I wouldn't mind this if it was just part of the year, but it's like a whole quarter of my year where around because right now we're, partway through month two of the bitter cold and it's like, all right, this is getting old. Can we please have it back now? Can we please have the outdoors back as a location to go to? I mean, power to the people who go out and hike in this weather. I'm anemic. It could never be me. I'm cold sitting in my house with the heat turned up to 70 and a space heater going right next to me, wearing a sweatshirt and sweatpants right now. Admittedly, treating my anemia has helped, but not enough for me to enjoy the winter ever again. That was a deeply funny day at the doctor. It was just like it was one of those days where you like because I have checkups every 6 months because I have a lot of problems. So I don't get away with an annual physical. I get two per year. But, it was one of those visits where I brought in all these really embarrassing problems and whatever, and they wanted to do my blood work, and I had a really bad feeling about it. I was like, guys, I feel really bad about it. And they were like, it's fine, you'll be fine. And it was the worst blood work I've ever had in my life. I mean, like my cell counts are fine. There's nothing wrong with me. But like my hemoglobin and my hematocrit and whatever, it was just all over the place. And I got it, and I've never ever had bad blood work before. My blood work's usually the one good thing about me, honestly. Um, One time I had low sodium. That's it. And that was like 8 years ago. And oh my God, I got that blood work and I cried. I was just like, what's wrong with me? And this was in like late October, and my doctor's like, hey man, how's it going? Got your blood work in. Everything looks fine. Why are you anemic though? And I was like, well, kind of had some personal loss in the family, a lot of stress, just traveled. I probably haven't been eating enough, and I am very sorry. And she was like, oh, it's fine, just take iron. But like, I mean, when you get blood work for anemia, like they do not tell you every level is going to be freaking wrong. I mean, again, like my red and white blood cell counts, all that was fine, but like all of the other stuff, like the actual composition of the blood, completely massacred. And it was like everything was just slightly out of range, but me being how I am, I was like, it's over. It's over. Something has come for me. It's my time, and it's so over. Because I'm so used to like when something's wrong with me, it ends up being so much more catastrophic than I could have previously imagined. And this time it was like, no, you just need to take iron. Calm down. You're fine. You just have anemia like every other woman. I was like, okay. The way that I found out, well, the way that I suspected I was anemic was very funny, but that'll be a story for another day. Circumstances like I mean, again, it was just like for a month or two, like I had had bruises popping up that I didn't know where they came from. Like I would just wake up and like my legs would be bruised, and I was like, what did I do? Maybe I bumped it on my table getting up from my desk, but like, what, not enough to bruise it. Just stuff like that. I was really like tired and whatever, but uh, there's always something slightly going on with me. That's the moral of this is I am always slightly unwell. But in general, I'm doing way better than I used to be doing. So, I will take a lingering like sinus infection or anemia any day. Way easier than what I used to deal with. At least I'm upright. That's exciting. I was out with my sister a couple days ago and their tire went flat and they were just like, I can't take this anymore. This is ridiculous. So we had to like limp it over to the tire place. The tire was destroyed. Like they had to get a new one. And it was just an issue where like the tire wasn't holding air properly, like there was something wrong with it, and then it got screwed up by them driving on it because I didn't realize it had gone flat. And I turned to them and I was like, well, it's a good thing that it happened today because we're together and now we can go back to my place and I can drive us somewhere else. And they were like, yeah. So I don't know if they had a spare hybrid, but like they were picking me up to go to the gym together, and it was a situation where we were on the way to the gym and there are a million tire places on the way, and like putting a spare on it would just mean they have to get the tire later, so it was like let's just do it now and then Uber back to my place, and then we can go to the gym, and then when we're done at the gym car will be ready. Because I also said to them, I was like, had you let it sit in the driveway for an extra day, like instead of coming to get me to go to the gym, like the tire would have frozen in place and you would have had to have it towed. And that would have cost, probably an additional $250 on top of the $250 tire. And they were just like, you and your silver linings. They always get at me because I'm always the person who's like, well, look at the bright side, guys. But, somebody has to. Somebody has to keep the optimism alive. These coyotes are fearless, and I don't know why. Can you get away from my food, bro? Get out of here. I'm just gonna eat. Get over here. Get over here. Oh, come on. Every time. The little guy's getting them. Good for him. I'm just gonna hang out here. There we go. Oh, it's a pretty little sunset. Look at that. How nice. Sound effects are so loud today. Is my volume just up? No. I think my master volume got reset, but it's okay. Okay, everybody good. We'll just sleep now. Might as well. And I'll go back to checking my work texts. Oh, good. My dad is sending me AI articles. March 10th. I mean, sure. Time to check the work chat. Nothing's going crazy. Oh, good. There's other wolves here. Hello. Who are you? did not mean to whine, sorry. Mixed signals. Oh, little guy's going for it. Oxbow pack, different squad today. Of course, this is while I have a broken jaw, so it's going to cause more damage to me when they struggle. Exactly. There's an emo I always forget to do like the emotes in this game, but they actually do contribute to the fear bar, and I need to remember that. I did not mean to do the fearful snarl. Let's leave my baby alone. Be afraid. Get out of here. Big Cedar. Can always count on you. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna watch House today. I'm so excited. I'm just thinking, I'm like, what am I doing after this? I think I will eat dinner and I will watch House and maybe finish this little sketch I was doing. Oh yeah, they're not turning anymore. Goodbye. Get out of here. There we go. Goodbye. Okay. Oh yeah, we'll be able to finish Young Hunters by the end of this. Oh my gosh. I just got so I forget that I have my lights set to automatically turn on at this time of day to like beat the seasonal depression. Oh, thank you, Hybrid. I'm glad that I'm getting some quality time too. It is a luxury that I am rarely afforded during crunch, which I have been in for weeks. I will continue to be in for a while, but it is what it is, and at least I'm getting paid extra. I just had another big thing start today for work, a big contract situation, but they don't need me yet. It's just like I'm on retainer for when they do need me, and they're gonna need me real soon. So it should not pull away too much of my time, but I'm just like, good, there will be more before there is less. The really annoying contract. I actually have a counter up on my little whiteboard next to my desk of how many days are left on the current contract, and we've dipped below 2 months because this is the bad one. This is the evil one that is making everybody angry. So, was that tracks that I just ran straight over? Oh, those are pronghorns. Okay. There are definitely bison over here. Aha. All right, we'll follow these. They'll be easy enough. I am out of it in mid-March, unless they extend, but I don't think they're going to because all we all do is argue. So, yippee. I'm tired of these people. Like, I wish them the best, and honestly, like personally, as people, they're fine, but as coworkers, they are monstrous and extremely stressful to work with. So, oh, it's gonna do so much damage to me because my jaw is bruised. All right, Cedar. Well, it's up to you now. And everybody, it's one mule deer. We can do this. April, I will be cleared out completely from this contract, and I'm very excited. Because, it actually, it might even, it just like, with like having to close it out and everything, it might go until April, but uh, it's the duality of being like, my firm is at capacity and my firm is at capacity, where I love making money, don't get me wrong, but I am kind of at my limits of, and it's like when everybody's kind, it's one thing, but you always have a couple that are rough to work with, and that is how it is in every workplace. Oh my gosh, congrats on the almost anniversary of your job. I hope that they continue to treat you as kindly as they can. I love my workplace, to be clear. Like, my immediate coworkers and my company are phenomenal. I mean, like I would not be able to do my work without the team that I work with. But whew, it's my clients that drive me nuts. Everybody can eat, everybody can sleep, territory is fine. It's EP time. Ooh, oh, that's a nice quote hybrid. That's a cute one. My boss has a bunch of sayings like that too. He always keeps us alive with his isms. My gosh, there's like some kind of territory something going on. Rick's Ridge is really taken over the map, which is nuts because I never encounter them. I guess that's why Cutoff has been doing so much weird territory stuff with me. They're getting completely choked out by the others. Their territory is very odd and very split. And then Oxbow's just doing their thing. They keep to themselves down in their corner of the map, and I appreciate that about them. I mean, I say that they just attacked me, but usually they keep to themselves. There we go. And how's the little guy doing? No, that's not my old pack. The old pack is on the old map. These guys are just another pack on the map, but like some are more aggressive than others, and it depends on like the availability of food and territory. So the reason Cutoff keeps invading me is probably because they're getting completely demolished by these other packs on the map. They're trying to take some of my territory instead. I think that might be that. Yeah, that's them howling. Oh, see, yeah, there's Rick's Ridge taking over another hacks because they're all fighting with each other. So, oh well. My old pack, I don't even know if I could look on here and see, because if I click down on Amethyst Mountain, oh, Crane and Violet are still around in full moon, but I don't know who the leader is anymore. It's like, yeah, I can see here. I think, yeah, Raccoon Pat. Oh my gosh, Amaranth died too. Wow, throwback. All right, yeah, they're doing something up there. Okay, well, I guess I might as well go strengthen that hex up there so that they don't come for me next. Maybe we can go spy on the drama. I don't know. Do I have everybody? I do. Hi, everybody. I really need to strengthen this hex. It's not a big deal. I do not need to find more dens. I could go sniff around, but it's not a big deal. All right. Just a happy stroll through the woods. We're getting close. Yeah, I think my endpoint today is I'll wrap up Young Hunters. That should not be too long. And then it is dinner time and house time. I want my Toxic Doctor show and I want it now. Now that I've watched my non-toxic doctor show. The right hooks? Yes. No, I agree, Hybrid. I think I understand why people hate it. Like, it's a show about a guy who sucks, almost killing people all the time. But I feel like you just have to take it as seriously as it takes itself, which is not very, there's like full-blown daydream sequences. It's the show is so divorced from reality to begin with that trying to put it in the context of real medicine is just not productive. House is not a medical show, it is an experience. Like when you're watching The Pit, it's like, okay, let me get in the mind of an ER doctor. You don't do that with House. You strap in and you go for the ride. There's a bull elk herd. I don't know if I want to deal with just bull elk. Okay. Oh, hi. Hi, pronghorns. I'm not dealing with you today. My gosh, Cedar's trying to run him down. I don't know. I don't think we could. Yeah, they are way too fast. They are still howling. Something is going on. Oh my gosh. They're getting their hex back. It's wild. As long as they all fight each other and not me. That's all I want. Anything. Still bull elk, but that is not bull elk. A skull. Whose skull? I'm trying to get all the skull achievements. And we're going. And what is it? A grizzly bear skull. Ta-da. That's really fair, House. Or I just called you House. I'm so sorry. That's really fair, Hybrid. I was looking at your username and the first word next to it was House, and I was reading your message. House traumatized me. Um, yeah, no, there was a scene as a kid that also traumatized me when my mom was watching it, and I look forward to the day that I reunite with that scene so that I can see if it is still unsettling and strange to me. I'm sure it will be because it was very memorable. That one was less of a malpractice thing. It was more of a patient being a patient of House's, which I imagine is a really rough ordeal. So, power to them for completely crashing out, but it was a pretty legendary crash out that scarred me as a child. I remember the show being much more poorly lit than it is too. Like whenever I would pop into my mom watching it, like I always remembered it being so dark, like physically dark in that hospital. And I don't know if I just managed to catch scenes where he's like in his office after hours, but I do believe that may have been the case. We're getting close. We're getting there. We're going for a run. We're not going to go after the rabbit. We have much bigger things to deal with. I cannot lose these smells. No, the wind is changing. Okay. We're getting there. Yes, I see that there is a den. Are the elk actually here, or is it tracks? It appears to be tracks. Ooh, those are the bull elk, though. I gotta keep going. This way? Oh, I just watched that episode, actually. Oh, yeah, I just watched that one semi-recently. That one is rough. That is indeed a rough one. Yeah, no medical licenses in this hospital. Only vibes. I think I've lost the smell and I'm very upset. Yeah. It's going down this way for the herd. I'm gonna keep going this way, and if I find it, I find it, and if not, oh well. Oh, hello? These are 3-hour old tracks, but I think this is what I was looking for. In house they do a lot with needles. They do a lot with scalpels. That's quite scary. The pit, admittedly, also is rough. In the first episode, like the first patient that they treat has a degloving injury, which do not look that up if you have a weak stomach. Don't even really look that up if you want to. It's quite scary. But the first person they treat has a degloving injury that they have recreated with prosthetics. And excuse me, I was like, oh, I do not have a weak stomach at all. Like I am pretty tolerant of most themes in media. Like I don't have a really strong response to it. Um, but that I mean like when they show it, it's like, oh, definitely shocked me with how realistic they were willing to be with their prosthetics. My goodness. All right, let's speed this up. There you go, Cedar. Cedar always with the wins. Ow. This pup at least seems to be pretty like outgoing and involved in the hunt. So hopefully he has more of Cedar's traits. Ow. I'm just getting my shit rocked by this thing. Why am I just taking damage and not not dealing any? I'm tired. I'm through. I can't. Oh, I ran out of stamina. I was like, I can't bite anymore. Now this dog can't even do biting. Now the kid's gonna deal with it by himself. All right, we're close. We're good. This is the easy part. No, please don't kick me. There we go. Oh yeah, that's actually that's the first episode I think. Hybrid is the teacher who thinks that she's like dying of brain cancer and it's actually just a worm. It's a worm from lunch meat, which I already didn't like lunch meat and now I'm quite disgusted by it even more so. And we will now do the time-honored tradition of eat and sleep. How am I doing here? Oh, he's at 100% experience. He just needs to eat more. Okay. We're so close. Oh, no, I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. False alarm. Back to bed. Back to bed. But again, Hybrid, that is something that I like about House is it like, in a weird way, it's a reminder that like doctors aren't always right, which does, I don't know, like I feel like in a lot of people that like that really freaks them out that their doctor could be wrong. But as somebody who is chronically ill, who has been gaslit and brushed off and misdiagnosed before, I'm like, oh, that's right. Doctors can be wrong, and that can be good sometimes. Or, like this is a reminder that, it just kind of happens and it's not a big deal. Hello? Did you coyotes just spawn in here as a fun little hi? I swear these things are just ruthless. Honestly, however, those are two pretty good episodes to have engraved in your memory. I don't know. I also really like the format of House, where like it's basically set up like a horror show, where every episode it starts with like a cold open of the person who's about to be admitted to House MD teaching hospital, and it's like you're just waiting for the first, 2 to 5 minutes of the show for this person to pass out or freak out or have some kind of insane, symptom. And it's kind of fun. It's like it does feel like a horror show at times, in this strange way. All right, we're at 75. Territory looks kind of okay. I guess we could move up and over a little bit. We can let the coyotes have this one. I will go northwest. I don't know about the pigs one. I don't think I'm there yet. That sounds like House. Oh wait, no, there's one where they do like a liver, like what is it? They have to use the pig's liver because the person's liver isn't working, so they have to route everything through the pig, which I believe is a real medical thing that happens. Otherwise, I don't think it'd be in the show because I mean, it's a little ridiculous, but like not that crazy. Yeah, I mean, House also has these really weird like dream sequences or like daydream sequences where it's like very obviously just like House hallucinating because he is he is inebriated, but uh they are funny. I will give them that. They are funny. Are we here? Are we in the hacks? Yes. Okay. Me checking location 50 million times while I'm playing. I'm so sorry. swear I spend this entire game running back and forth across this map. It's a little fun. We're doing it. Where is my scent post? There it is. Hi. Where's the kid? Hello? Oh, there you are. I thought he was like all the way back there, the way his name was displaying. Oh my gosh. No, exactly. You know what? House is nice to kids, and that's, you know what? Good for him. He does his best. He's like the Gordon Ramsay of medicine. You know, totally blows up the adults who know better, but with kids, he's a nice man. It is like a common thread that I see in medical shows is like sick kid and shitty parent, where the doctor's like frustrated because they have to explain to this parent why their kid absolutely needs a treatment. There's a really good one actually in the pit about it. I won't spoil it for your girlfriend's sake, but where like the parents are split on what they're gonna do with the kid and like doing this treatment or not treatment, but like doing like a test and of course they're anti-vaxxers. Oh, always. All right, we'll go get these guys. We'll do the send post and then go get these guys. Who I guess it must be them, but like it must be the cutoff pack. They are just getting on my nerves. Always picking fights with everybody. Oh, it's actually straight east. Is that still? Nope, not that one. Oh, that might actually be Oxbow. All right, let's go, team. Where is my? Oh my gosh, I like can't see with all these dens. There we go. Good Lord. Oh, I believe it, hybrid. I mean, we're seeing so much measles in the US right now. And for once, this isn't a spoiler, but that is what the kid has in the pit is he comes in and it's measles. Um I mean, it's nuts. It's like absolutely nuts to me. At my last appointment with my doctor, I was like, "Can you please check my I don't know how to say the word. I've only ever read it. I've never heard it, but like I think it's titer. It's TITER, your titer level for a vaccination or an immunity." I went to the doctor and I was like, "Can you just like make sure I'm still immune to measles and mumps and all these things that nobody's vaccinating for anymore?" And thankfully I am still immune, but I mean I just had RSV for 3 weeks and that gives you a rash because it is related to measles and it was awful. I was like, why would anybody subject themselves to this willingly? Why would anybody have measles growing up and be like, you know what my kid should do? Have measles because I loved having the measles so much. I still have a rash. It's been over a month since I got sick, or it's been almost a month since I got sick. My apologies. It's been almost a month since I got sick. And it's like I don't like it does not make sense to me. But me personally, I love getting my shots at the doctor. I will never stop talking about how much I love getting my shots at the doctor. Hello, pronghorns. Goodbye, pronghorns. How far are we? We are barely halfway there. Oh, I don't know if you saw this hybrid, but the US left the World Health Organization yesterday. So that's where we're going when it comes to the measles. That's what we're up to is we're no longer part of the WHO. So now we don't have to worry about all those made up diseases. We'll just drink our raw milk and eat our 20 servings of protein a day and totally rock it. You know, we're just going to be fine. Take a little ivermectin as a preventative. Woo, we are so good. I just hope whoever's president next, just at least like I want them to do more than put things back the way they were, but I never thought I would ever say in my life, God, I wish we could just go back to the way things were. I've always been a very big idealist with politics, but at this point, like I'll take anything that's better. I like I can't take it anymore. Uh, exact. No, that's the thing, hybrids. It can always get worse. And we just celebrated the 1 year anniversary of the president's inauguration. So we have three more of these to go. Three more. If we're lucky, it will only be three. My lord. Thankfully, I live in a state that is kind to its residents, so I am mostly safe and secure here. I do not want to think about what would have happened if I had moved to Texas like my ex wanted to do. That would not have been fun. I am very happy to be in the state that I am in. Yes, I hear you. I'm gonna get you. So weird. Where are you? Get over here. All right, that's enough yelling. Come on. Immediately it cuts off. Thank you. Oh, hi. Oh, they're Rick's Ridge. Hello. Oh, come on. Hey, leave my son. May I attack? Thanks. My gosh. Game is lagging. Oh yeah, the Appalachians are really nice. Yeah, West Virginia for sure is has a beautiful part of the range. Um, I mean, I think Virginia proper has a lot too. Pennsylvania has some really nice parts. I really like the whole eastern US over there. I have a lot of family out that way, so I spent a lot of my childhood in these spots. I've hiked parts of the Appalachians, but you know, like I said, I'm not big on hiking, so it's just like a my gosh, Rick's Ridge is nuts. Get out of my house. Hey, little guy, you doing okay? All right, yeah, sounds all right. Kentucky, admittedly, is a place I have not spent a lot of time in. Um, but I hear it's nice. I hear it's pretty. Tennessee is really beautiful too. Like southern Tennessee is just gorgeous. The whole game suddenly going dead silent. Oh, hi guys. Hey, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. You have the Alps. My gosh. All right, we're gonna get him. We are going to get him. He's so low on health. There's too many of these Rick's Ridge wolves for my liking. Get back here. Get back here. I do really like the Yellowstone range too. The Yellowstone range here is so beautiful. I really like the Teton range portion. I don't know if it's considered part of that. I mean, we're playing a game that takes place in Yellowstone. It's beautiful. This is what it looks like in person. I mean, it's actually even more high res in person. But yeah, I mean, it's really, really magical. It's a lovely place. And I love like Colorado and Wyoming. I would love to live there if it was not far away and expensive. If it was one or the other, I could manage, but being that far from like my friends, my family, everything I know, and then also having to pay probably more than I'd have to pay to live here, honestly, is not that appealing to me. Ah. Okay, I think I can turn off my seasonal depression lamp. It's been blinding me for half an hour. But this is a good time for me to get up and turn on my other lights till I finish this part of the quest. Boop. Oh yeah, I need to turn on more light. Wow, it got dark in here. Okay. Okay. How is the pack doing? Oh, I'm good now. It's just Cedar who has a little teeny injury. All right, squad, let's go get our food. Or we could go get more food. Oh, oh, I spoke it into existence in the best way. I have to just be right up the way here. Yeah, the Teton Range, which I think that part is in Colorado. Oh my gosh, it looks so magical. It is so beautiful. There we go. Yeah, it's so like huge and imposing looking, and I don't know, it's neat. All right, everybody, pick a good one. Which one are we going after? Oh, this one has the head tilt, so that usually means they're lower on health. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a baby. Hi, hi. No, please don't kill me. I will say, living in the Midwest, a lot of people think it is very boring and ugly here, and that is true for parts of the Midwest. There are also parts that are just unbelievably gorgeous, and like northern Wisconsin is stunning. I mean, like so beautiful that I've cried at the scenery, and I'm not someone who cries at scenery. The only other place I've ever cried at scenery was driving through southern Tennessee. Um, where I think that's the very end of the Appalachians running through there. It's just so gorgeous. Like I have no words. And then in northern Wisconsin, it's all wooded. They call it the North Woods of Wisconsin, is the region. It's so unbelievably beautiful. I was up there in like one of the small, I mean, they're all small cities up there, but I was up staying there in one of the small cities and I went out and I got some ice cream. I went out by like the lake because there's a million lakes in northern Wisconsin and I watched the sunset over the lake and I just started bawling. That was the first time I've ever cried looking at scenery. I mean, it looked like a movie. I've never seen anything like that before. And I live in an area that has nice natural beauty. I mean, when I lived in Chicago, I went out by the lake all the time and um yeah, I'd still never seen anything like that. It's just really wonderful. Okay. So you're at 77 pounds. We are so close. What if we just kept sleeping and eating until you were grown? Have any more weird work things happened? It doesn't look like it. Maybe everybody's calmed down. Always with the coyotes. I like that for you, hybrid. I am so bad with drawing backgrounds and landscapes, but I want to get there. I think if I do my little Jasper comic, I might trace backgrounds or like put filters over photos. I've liked when artists have done that. Like I think it actually looks really neat if your style is correct with it and you render it well. So I've been working on doing some rendering for that purpose. May I eat, please? Thank you. Just having my snack. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Probably have to go refresh territory. Yeah, that's all good. That one that I need to do really badly is just west of here. So, how is little guy? 78 pounds. We are so close. We are so close. Please eat. There you go. Okay. Now we'll go west. We'll go figure that out. I do not need to run this fast. This is so nice. I love just being able to stream and not having my phone get blown up. Like I know I keep checking for work, but I'm just making sure that there's nothing like emergent. I like there's nothing open-ended. There's nothing I can do. I'm waiting on everybody else's deliverables to do mine, and they haven't gotten it to me, and I'm not about to sit here reminding everybody every day to get in everything that I need because I don't want to. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Well, tomorrow I have to work. That's my trade-off is now tomorrow I have to work, but that is fine because I had to work tomorrow anyways, so I just put all my tasks on tomorrow. So I'm not working today and tomorrow as much. Um, Sunday I'm going to a pet expo with my friend. I'm very excited. I am going to try to not spend money, but this rarely works out for me because I love buying things. So we will see. We will see if I continue to love buying things. I do want to see if they have some springtails that do better in. No, I don't want those. No, because my tank won't support those. I do need. I think if I put my mealworm beetles in a tank, I will hate them less. It's the container I have them in is just like irritating, and I don't think it's big enough, and that's why they're constantly smacking each other and smacking into each other and smacking into the walls and biting each other, and I just can't take it anymore. So they can win this round and get put into something nicer, but at the same time, like I don't feel like it. Like I let them pupate because I felt bad, and now they've pupated and I don't like them, and I don't know. Maybe I will talk to some vendors there to see if they would take them off my hands at some point, just for free. Just get these things out of my house. Because for a minute, the only thing my scorpion would eat was mealworms, and I got really nervous because mealworms are really not the greatest food source for them. They're more of like a treat situation just because of their makeup. They're very fatty. And but it was the only thing she would eat because she didn't hunt the dubia roaches very well. Um, but now that she's gotten a little bit more comfortable in her home, she started hunting the dubias. So it's like, now I don't need a bunch of mealworms as backup. And it's not like I have any anyways because you guys aren't making any more mealworms. You're just spending all your time biting each other. I know they don't understand me, but it makes me feel better to yell at them. So that's what matters. I never expected having invertebrates to like take up more of my brain power than having mammals as pets. But like my pet hamster could self-regulate, Like if he was thirsty, he would get water. If he was hungry and he didn't have any food, he would stand on his little shelf and wait for me to put food on it. But like if the scorpion's hungry, there's no way for her to tell me this other than doing what she always does, which is standing at the entrance to her house, staring at me menacingly. And, it's like, all right, man, you do this every day. Is today like the day that you need something from me, or are you just doing this because it's all that you do because you are a bug? Like, uh, my beetles are easy because they're desert beetles, so I just give them water once a week, and they have a dish full of like dry, different food options that they nibble on, and they're fine. They're super easy, but my scorpion freaks me out because if her humidity isn't high enough all the time, she'll just die. And there's no way for her to like give me a warning, like, hey, look, I'm doing the behavior that I do when it's not humid enough. They just die. Hey, I needed 70% humidity to molt, but it was only 65, so I just died. What am I supposed to do about that? I am worried that she's going into pre-molt, but I don't think she is. I think I'm just tweaking. I keep thinking she's going into pre-molt because she'll be shy for a few days. Like she gets shy when I screw with her house, and I've been screwing with her house. I've been moving decor around. One of her plants died, so I took it out. It's like understandable things to do. Ugh. I'm doing something new with her water dish. Now the water dish is all messed up, and I just like I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind. But no, exactly, hybrid. I was like, I'm not spending money on these things anymore. But like now I have to spend money taking care of the feeders. I'm still saving money. I know this. But again, like their greed sickens me. They are horrible, horrible creatures. Just the mealworm beetles. They move very unpredictably, and I don't like that about them. I mean, my scorpion moves unpredictably, but like I know that she's trapped in there. I don't know what the mealworm beetles have up their sleeves. They freak me out. So when I go to the pet expo on Sunday, I think I'm going to honestly try to find like a better enclosure. Like if somebody has a enclosure that is made for them, I don't even know what that would look like, but just yeah, I know I don't have the DLC. Leave me alone. Um, yeah, I don't know. I need to figure out what I'm doing with these awful, awful things. Because now that my dubia roaches are fine and she's eating them, like I don't need anything else. Like, yeah, sure, having mealworms would be nice, but like, I guess I could sell them. I guess if they actually make more mealworms, I could try to sell them. But it's like then I have to file a bunch of paperwork through my LLC, and then uh, I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it if they ever actually produce mealworms instead of picking each other up and carrying each other around angrily. Ooh, hybrid, that would be so fun. I would love like a reptile experience in my house. I think when I live on my own, once I like have enough money saved up, I might get my dream pet. My dream pet, you might ask. Not anything crazy. I want a bearded dragon so bad. They are so sweet. One of my friends in college had a few, and um they had one like in their dorm as their emotional support animal. And he was the sweetest boy in the world. Oh my gosh. No, and they do with little head things. Oh, they're so sweet. He actually, they do this behavior that's called like smiling, and they do it at people that they like, apparently. And I was the only person besides my friend that he ever smiled at. He was my buddy. Oh, he was so sweet. And I don't know, I know that they're not like very sociable. I mean, bearded dragons are slightly social reptiles, like they interact with one another an amount. I don't think you can't cohabit them, but cohabitate them. But oh, he was such a sweet lizard. Me and that person had a falling out, which is unfortunate. Not unf They were a really bad friend. But their lizard was great. It's always the worst, like when you have to stop being friends with someone who has like a really good dog, and it's like, man, now I don't get to see that dog anymore. See, I actually like leopard geckos are so sweet. I don't know that I would want one though. I don't know. Like they're just like they're really adorable. I've never desired towards one. I would love to have a bearded dragon. They are just so interactive, and with smaller lizards like that, I always get really scared that I'm going to hurt them on accident because they just are so delicate. Like geckos are in particular, just because they're so soft. Like their scales are so tiny and their skin is so soft and they're so tiny. I'm always like really hesitant to like pick them up or anything. I'm just like worried I'm gonna like do something. Like a bearded dragon has weight and they are hard. Like their scales are really firm and they just feel like a more durable animal, which I know is like a weird thing to say. Like I'm not picking up lizards and throwing them, but like the geckos when they're small also just tend to move again like unpredictably, and I don't like animals that do that. The bigger lizards have more deliberate, slow movements. That's part of why I have a scorpion and not like a tarantula, even though it's hard to keep a scorpion in this dry climate that I'm in, is because tarantulas move so unpredictably, at least to me. And I've held tarantulas, it's not like a fear thing. Um, but I don't know. I also didn't want something that could climb because the tarantulas can climb their enclosures, and that just that freaks me out. Like I don't want something that has a potential to come up and get me if I'm putting something in there. So with my scorpion, she's stuck on the ground. So, haha. She wants to sting me. Too bad. That sucks. Oh well. All right, I think we're gonna do one more sleep and then it'll be over. Let me look at armadillo lizards. I don't know that I know what you're talking about, or if we call it something different in English. I know you've sent me this English name. Oh, it is an armadillo lizard. What? Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, the quest is completed. Good. Oh, I need to look at this guy. Oh, he's adorable. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. That is a really cute lizard. Thank you, hybrid. That does look like a teeny tiny dragon. I don't even want to know how much that thing costs, though. Oh, my bad. My bad, team. No, we're getting attacked. No, 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 because we just have to do the rally and then it's going to be over. Everybody rally, please. We're at the end of the quest, please. Please, please, please. Please. It's playing the triumphant music. Yeah, the tail biting is really cute, hybrid. Continue. Get me out of this. Hello, it's a continue. And goodbye. Oh, good. We're still getting attacked. Okay. Yeah, got it. Got it. Uh-huh. Uh, cool. So we're all still gonna fight. Got it. Got it. But now the pup is gr Oh, the pup is not grown? The pup is not grown? Hello? Okay. Well, we're gonna do what we have to do here. I don't even understand like what this counts as in the back end. Like, is this a raid now? Like a territorial raid? What is this? I don't have the territory raid icon, so oh, this wolf has a really pretty coat. They just waited for a few months. No, exactly. This is generational beef right here. Leave me alone. Oh my God, leave my son alone. Why are you all biting my son? Oh, they're really going for him. Buddy, get out of here. Buddy, get out of here. Oh my gosh. This is intense. The way that they just sat and waited through the whole cutscene. Okay. Get off me. Oh my gosh. Can my X button work? Please? There are so many of you. Ow. Ow. Leave me alone. Oh my gosh, there are so freaking many of you. Leave my wife alone. That's my daughter. I'm kidding. No, where is Cedar? Hello? Where is she that she's getting majorly injured? Please, her leg just healed. Now y'all are getting her. We literally just have to find a den. That's it. That's the quest. That is the quest for these wolves. Hey, excuse me, I'm gonna get you. No, I'm kidding. I just wanted to get you all into a different area. That is true, hybrid. That is true. Oh my gosh, y'all. Get out of my house. I will get you. Get over here. Oh my gosh, there are just so many of them is the problem. They're all getting pretty spooked, so hopefully soon. And now we do the circle run. A staple of this game. Ooh, I won, but then your pack mate got me. Who are you going after? There we go. Now they're spooked. Oh my gosh, Cedar almost died. All right, we'll find a den. That'll time skip us again. Oh my gosh, her. All right, we're gonna show the dens. I think that one is the one that I've been using just south of here, so we will head back. Because I don't know why I'd do anything different. Me and my routine. Plus, it's close to that other one, so if I have to move, like, because of fleas, that makes life easier. So, I don't know that I've used this den before. We'll try it out. Either way. I'll get there, and then I will quit, because I don't really feel like quitting yet. Are my... No, I have no food left on the map. That's fine. Hello, handful of bull elk. I will not be messing with you today. Okay, how close is this? Super close. I wonder who else is streaming right now. Oh, it's just me. Yeesh. I know my friend was thinking about it. I hope that she does. Okay, it has to be right around here. This looks den-like. Is this it? I think this is the one that I just used recently. Yes. Right, I gotta dig. We do a little digging. All right, how many puppies? What am I in for? You know what? You know what? It's happening. They're growing up in House MD. Had enough. This is gonna be the worst or the best litter that we've had. And then I will name the one that just lived to adulthood. And then that will be when it is over. Okay. I do want to advance to age 8. All right, what did I have? I had Elder Authority, Knowing Nose, and Good Memory. How many can I? Oh, I can pick 3. Okay. Uh, Elder Authority is nice. Knowing Nose is also very nice. And then, see, like I like Good Memory is the thing. Like health perception doesn't really give me that much. So this is gonna be the last year's goose. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be my last year's goose. Makes me sad. Yeah, we're not naming these. We're not naming these. We've learned our lessons. We have learned all of our lessons. They are staying unnamed for now. However, having the one boy live means that we get to pick a bird name for the first time in a while. I have to remember, I have a list of names. I have a list of names that I've used, so I can make sure I'm not reusing my bird names. Eventually, I might run out of bird names, but oh well. Where is it? Oh, I never finished my little goose and cedar section. Okay. So, boys are birds. Okay, so previously I've used the names shrike, hawk, thrush, sparrow, robin, crane, goose, and bluebird, which means I have to get a little creative. Okay, this is the, all right. Where are you? Oh, you. Hi. Okay. It's black and white. Oh, I can do chickadee. I love those guys. Okay. Your name will be. I'm gonna do this with my keyboard. Not all caps, please. Eh, There we go. I think that's how you spell chickadee. Let me make sure. That is how you spell it. Thank goodness. Yeah, they have that. They have those white cheeks, just like the wolf. Oh yeah, goldfinch. We're saving for one that comes out. Gold. I also need to make note of the names. Sorry, now I'm doing my administrative tasks. So we had mahogany, not how you spell that, and ash. Okay. All right. I am good. Everybody's alive. We lost Ash, which sucks. We have to raise the pups now, but I will do that next stream. If I'm playing wolfquest next stream, we will see. All right, let's see what everybody looks like as they pop out. I am absolutely inviting a predator situation, but hello. I could always do like another like black and white wolf as blue jay. I had a blue bird and that. Hello. Oh, they're so tiny. Oh, hello. Let me squeak them out. Where's everybody else? Pup reveal. Where's the rest of you? Oh, hello. Hello, sweet baby. Oh my goodness. I hope some of you live. You're very cute. Oh, look at them go. They don't know anything. All right, where's number four? Oh, and he is here to knock our socks off. Look at that guy. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Why is the game saving? I don't like when it auto saves. All right, before anything befalls my pack, this will be where I end. It is time for me to eat dinner and watch House. As always, thanks, y'all. I will see you next time. Maybe tomorrow if I finish my work early enough. Honestly, I'm not up to anything, so it's still way too cold to leave the house. All right, bye.